Okay, let's see if we can get everything going today correctly. Okay, let's see if we can get everything going today correctly. Always something wrong. All right, let's get into it. So let's have a look where we are at. They change it around, so the profile's down here. Now, today I've actually got something to spin the board around, so that's going to make it a lot easier. Let's have a look. So we're at 1775. I did play 2 rapid games online last night. 1 win, 1 loss. So not really much of a change. So we're going to continue the climb from here. So let's get straight into it with a game. Now I am testing a new setup today because I don't have my regular camera with me, so if it looks a little bit different, that's why. But I think I like the setup, so it might actually stay this way. So we're going to go for a 15 plus 10. And let's just make sure that we can connect our board. Okay. And there we go. We're all good straight away. So I'm going to start playing a little bit quicker than normal, because I find that I'm having a lot of time trouble towards the end. So I'm still going to think about it at critical moments, but I think for the opening we should be playing a bit quicker. Now, if he goes here for some sort of trick here, I can simply push the rook up to defend it. Is that some kind of mistake? It's not. So his idea now is putting the knight here. So in order to stop that, I think the pawn needs to go here, which is part of my plan anyway, so that's okay. Because if the knight was to go there, I can't take, because then he could take with the knight. I have to move the queen, and then he's got a discovered attack with the bishop. And I can't take back because he'd have too many pieces on the rook. Now, I am going to have to give this knight a kick eventually. I think first I'll play a pawn here. That way I'm threatening that move. If he was to go here, then I could give the knight a kick and the knight's actually got nowhere good to go. Open file for knight and gain tempo on the queen. What do you mean by open the file? Like, I know what you mean by open the file, but I don't understand open the file for the knight. Okay, this is interesting. Have I... No, that doesn't really do much. I mean, it's threatening here, but I've got my knight, so I don't really see... What I do have is I have a double attack on the bishop, the knight. That looks good. Now, I'm sorry if I miss the comments on TikTok. It's a bit difficult to see them. I need to get some sort of setup so that I can follow along easily. I'm working on it, and hopefully I get it soon. Okay, easy game to begin with. Hello, JJ. Welcome. So that was an easy game. Is it too early for a victory song? Let's find out. All right, maybe too early for a victory song, but I could not help myself. That was an easy game to start with. We're going to quickly review as we do. And let's just have a quick look here. So standard Roy Lopez. It's a book move, but I don't know why people bothered doing this one. So computer likes, and then there. It's interesting. I don't normally play that way though, so maybe I can give it a go one time and see how it feels. And this was a bit of a strange move. But we'll continue on. Like I said, we've got this move here to defend. A lot of new players will actually take here straight away. And they'll take thinking that they want a rook and a pawn for a bishop and a knight, which is equal material. And yes, it is. But a bishop and a knight are a lot stronger in the opening and the middle game. and a rook is a lot stronger in the endgame. So by giving up a bishop and a knight for a rook and a pawn, you're actually costing yourself a good opportunity to play a solid game. And this move here was also a bit odd. Now, somebody said open the file for the knight. That doesn't really make sense. You can't go here because then the knight would come in. And yeah, this is just a blunder. Straight into the move and straight into a good game. So let's just have a look at the graph. Just a nice, easy start to the day. So now I'm just going to reset the board. Yeah, man, if you're here to make enemies, go ahead and send me a friend request and I'll send you a challenge. Gritty Bone, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. All right. So Gritty Bone, you just got to send me a friend request over on chess.com, WHIGGI. And once you send that over, I'll send you a challenge. What do you mean you're maxed out for friend requests? What do you mean? How does that happen? How does that happen? All right, let me just add you real quick. Kingship 45. All right, sent you a request. Go ahead and accept that, and then I'll send a challenge. Thank you for the follow. I didn't see the name pop up. It popped up too quick. All right, so I think I'm just waiting for you to accept the request. There we go. All right, 1510 rapid. We'll keep that unrated for 1100. And send the challenge. All right, play nice. All right, so I am white. Let me just connect the board. What do you mean no devices found? I'll just turn the board off and on again, I guess. So we'll do a nice quick setup and then I'll get the board going. All right. Philidor. Philidor defense. Going for a trap. Playing fast. Instantly fast, okay. let's see if my board can connect now. There it is. Give it a little pair. Wait for it to set up. I hope I can too, but it's okay if I don't. I just realized that first game, I don't even think either of us captured a piece. Yeah, it's a nice board. I've had it for a while, but I really haven't been using it as much as I could have been. But now I'm kind of getting into it a bit more, so it's fun to use. Oops. Let's go here. What is that alert? What's going on there? Oh, thank you for the likes. All right. Whoops. I think that was your longest think of the game. You're still ahead in time. All right, now we think about it. So, he's got this move here, but I can always run up here. I just need to be worried about this diagonal here. Now, the knight was doing a job of protecting there as well, which is why I couldn't go queen up here. But now, if I go queen up and he blocks, I can take, that's fine. If I go queen up, he can't run here because the bishop is eyeing that square. So I have to go here, which is also fine. Now, before I move, if I go here, the only move he can go is there. And then I can go here, and he goes there. I'm just trying to find if I can see a checkmate anyway. I've still got 9 minutes left. I can take my time here. Okay, I think taking with the queen is better. I think that leads to checkmate. So queen takes rook. King has to go to the 8th rank. And then the queen comes up to the 8th rank, and then the king comes back. And then the rook comes up, and he can't block with anything. He can't take anything. I'm doing that one instead. Unless I've missed something on the board, which I wouldn't be surprised because I've missed a lot of things on the board today. So check. No, we don't take with the rook, because we take with the rook, we miss out on checkmate. All right, GG's. We're still good. We'll have a quick look at that game though. So let me just load this up here. Load another game. GG. All right, I'm just going to quickly show, because somebody mentioned they like the board. The board that I'm using, if you want to head over to wiggy.com/chessnut. Chessnut is the name of the company that make these boards. And the board that I'm using today is the Chessnut Move. Now, I've got a little coupon code here if anyone wants to get this board. They are pretty well discounted right now. I know the plastic piece is going for like $5.40. So if anyone's interested in that, or if you're interested in any other electronic boards, you can always check out these other links here and see if there's any boards that you like on there. All right, so let's quickly have a look at that game. Now, you played that incredibly quick at the beginning. Kind of had me nervous, but I feel like even though you were winning in the opening, because I was playing some pretty terrible moves, even though you were winning in the opening, you made a lot of pawn moves. We should be looking at developing our moves first. So 3 pawn moves, 4 pawn moves. Now I know what you're doing here. You want to go pawn here, bishop back, trap. But stuff like that stops working at a certain level. And another pawn move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawn moves. And all of your other pieces are just chilling on the back rank. Another pawn move. And another pawn move. So if you eliminate those pawn moves, you'll move up, because you were catching a lot of hanging pieces really quickly. Very aggressive ideas over here though. It's not bad. Now I did want you to take the other way. Happy to trade. Now, I just wonder if I had anything like that. Yes, I did. So that's what I was looking at there, something like that. And then the queen comes over for check, but I didn't see anything after here. Ah, that's why. That's why. We had rook down there. So that was a missed opportunity. Still a missed opportunity. Yeah, that was just bad by me. Terrible. Yeah, it's a case of like, even though you're down in material, it's still sometimes you can just get your pieces in and you can win. So yeah, you've got the very, very bad issue right now of no king safety. Some weird message. Yeah, you've got the issue here of no king safety. So you really, really gotta get your pieces to safety before you start. Yeah, you got to get your king to safety before you start doing 6 or 7 pawn moves in the opening. So this is a threat. So I didn't do this here because I was worried about queen takes knight. And yeah, now it's just mate in 4. So that was a very good game, well played. Yeah, just mate in 4. Now somebody said take with the rook. It's still mate in 2, but we don't want to just go giving up there because now it's mate in 7. But yeah, once I found this, no matter which way you go, it's going to be checkmate pretty soon. Oops. There we go. It's going to be checkmate pretty soon. Yeah, no, I had a lot of ways to checkmate you. And yeah, I just think in the beginning here, too many pawn moves kind of let you down. I mean, don't do so many pawn moves and you should be good. All right. So we are going to get into another game. I'm not going to play the victory song there. It's been a bit too quick. Okay, so let me just reset the board. Yeah, good game, man. Happy to do more games against people watching. So if you do want a game, feel free to add me on chess.com, WHIGGI, and we can have a game. But now we're going to get back into another rapid rating game against a random person. See if we can get a few more rating points up. Kind of hoping to be white. Well, kind of hoping to get a game first. It's taking a while to connect. All right, I'm black. Let's just see if the board connects again. All right, we've got the board connected, so let's give it a little spin. All right. This could be a ready opening. ZK double Y, yes you can. Just add me on chess.com and you can play the next game. All right. My intention is not to copy, but I'm going to copy. Right now, this could turn into anything, I guess. If he plays here, then we're going into a King's Indian defense. If he plays here or here, then I'm not too comfortable, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so this is fine so far. Now let's see what he does here. I'm expecting, yep, I was expecting that. So that's fine. All right, we do have a few people hanging out in the chat. Feel free to say where you're from. It's nice to see who's watching from what parts of the world. How much was this board? This board cost, I think 700 if you use my code. Sydney, let's go. Me too. This one with the wooden pieces, about 700 USD, and the one with the plastic pieces is about 540 USD. I can show the details after the game. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Like, it's a full-size tournament size board. The pieces are a little bit larger than your tournament pieces though. So I'm not sure if that move was too good. Pawn comes up, kicks the bishop away. I mean, I'm happy to kick the bishop away. No, the idea is to get your queen up so that if the pawn does push up, you can take. If you get the pawn up before the queen comes up, then the king can come in to protect the pawn. I think I want to take back with the pawn. Yeah. So, if you want a good quality chess set, you're paying a couple of $100, maybe to $1,000. when you get the pieces in the board. So something like this, and the fact that it moves around and it's got a lot of features that you can do with it, I reckon it's pretty good value. Do I take with the pawn or the bishop here? I'm at 13 minutes, so I think... I mean, what's the downside with taking with the bishop? I give up protection of the h6 pawn, but I can always bring the bishop back later. If I take with the e pawn, then I double the pawns and I block the bishop temporarily. And that e pawn becoming an f pawn, doubled f pawn, doesn't really achieve much. I just give up a center pawn, don't I? So, and you know what? Maybe I want to push the e pawn later to challenge the center. So I do love when TikTok tells me that something was filtered. Keep it nice, guys. All right. So he's given up a bishop for a knight. I don't know if that's a good move or not. We'll find out after when we review the game. But I think giving me the bishop pair for no reason. Of course, if he goes queen here, yes, he gets a tempo on the pawn, and I bring the bishop back. So he is up one move. But I'm not really concerned. Yeah, this board is really good for puzzles over on YouTube. I've done a video on it if anyone's interested on how to use this board with puzzles. If anyone studies from books, they can take a photo of the book and then it will load the puzzle on the board. It's pretty neat. And of course, you can always just use it with chess.com or Lichess or whatever puzzle website you use. I think you can use it with Chessable too, but I'm not too sure. I wonder if taking the bishop all the way back to f8 was actually the correct move there. But, oops, just hit the mic. But if I go across here, I've got the double battery on the pawn. And the bishop there kind of stopped my knight from getting out too. I've got to be careful of overloading the bishop. So if I push, take, queen here, bishop back, knight takes, recovering the pawn, but then I take the knight for the cost of a pawn. That's okay. That's okay. Now, I think the unfortunate part here is I am a little bit underdeveloped. I've got to get the knight out. So the knight's going to go here and then here, I feel. Is it worth it? I don't know if you're asking about the board or my pawn push. Yes, I think it is. Or maybe you're asking if it's worth moving the knight. I think it is. I think it's worth it. Talking about the board. Check out the comment above that one. Yeah, okay, so I want a Chessnut board so bad, I didn't even know you can connect it to chess.com. Yes, you can. You can connect them to chess.com and Lichess. Some of the boards have Chessnut Vision in them, which means that they'll copy what's ever on your screen. Thank you for the likes. So that means that, you know, if you're browsing a web page and it's got a chessboard on it, or if you're playing on chess.com, then it's going to copy exactly what's going on that board. So, 200 likes. Oh, look at you two are racing for the top likes. I think Lauren is 5 likes behind. Let's see who can outlast who. But yeah, back to your question. Like, yes, you can use it on chess.com. You can use it on Lichess. I think you can use it on Chessable. I do have Chessable, but I haven't tried it yet. I will try it soon. Hello, Rafiq. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with it. It's not just for playing against bots. You can do heaps. Big A at 300 likes. Lauren at 400 likes. Look at this like train going off. All right, so he's doing a double attack on my bishop. I do need to move the queen out of the way. So then I can move the bishop out of the way next turn. I don't think it's a huge problem, but they're making it a problem. So I think here is fine. And Oz joining the race with 200 likes. We got a lot of likes going on. We're at 3K likes. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So, I might have to change that sound. I've got a, and the crowd goes wild. I've got a, working on the likes. We've just passed 600 likes from Mike. Jeez. I don't know which is more entertaining, the like race or the chessboard. All right, we're almost at 4K likes, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. Who got that one there? Mike, 810 likes. All right, what's going on here? I think I just need to get my rooks into play now. So that's what I'm gonna do. Where did I get this board? You order these boards online. After the game, I'll show you where you can order them. And I've also done some videos on them too. If you want to check those out, they're on my YouTube channel. Whoa, 1,000 likes from 1,100 likes from Mike. All right, so he's pushing his pawn because he wants to do that next. I'm okay with that because I can always back the knight down here. What I want to do is I want to start trading off some pieces. Although I could also push here, but that would leave that undefended. He takes here, I go there. What was that noise? That must be a new follower. Who we got? Thanks for following, Ezekiel. All right, so let me just think about this move. And Barry Smith, welcome. Welcome to Team Wiggy. What do we got? I've still got 10 minutes left, so we're still doing okay for time, better than I normally do. Just going to bring the rook into play. I think that's the Lauren up to 1,200 likes. All right. It's actually got an undefended pawn here, so I can always push here at some stage and attack the pawn. Board is like $800, so let's talk in USD. It's about 700 USD for the one that I'm using with the wooden pieces, but it's also cheaper if you get it with the plastic pieces. So the plastic pieces are $540 if you use my code. Josh, it's good to see you again. And you don't need to introduce yourself. I know that name. Josh, my biggest donor on Twitch. $1. Yeah, man, everything's doing good with me. Everything's doing good. If you've got Discord, you should hit me up sometime on there. We can chat, connect. But yeah, so the board, looking about 700 USD for the top board and 540 for the one with plastic pieces. And I have used the plastic pieces. I don't own them, but I have used them when I was in New York, and they're pretty good too. Like, it's honestly, if I was to pick between the two, I wouldn't mind getting the plastic pieces. The plastic pieces come with like a white piece and a white base, so it's it connects the whole way through. So that's pretty good. How are we doing with these likes? What are we at here? Somebody else Oz Smith just got to 1,100 likes as well. All right, so this pawn is still hanging. I don't think I'm ever going to take that pawn. Will do, Josh. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you later. Now I do need to. You know what? I'm feeling like it's the right move to do. It does take away a defender. What is that? Oh, look at that. I got a rose. The first gift. Everyone give a round of applause for Barry. So I am going to temporarily give up a defender of the pawn, but odds up to 1,300. But I'm not gonna worry about it too much because the bishop still defends it as well. So I just need to be mindful of that. Oh, make it rain, make it rain. A cat, what's a cat worth? What are these? And a dinosaur, a little dinosaur. I don't know what these are worth, but thank you so much. And a donut. I do love a donut. And red attacks. Oh, happy Lunar New Year to anyone who celebrates Lunar New Year. I'm going to try and trade off rooks because I feel like making it rain. Making it rain. What do we... It's W's in the chat. I don't know. Is that something we do these days? W's in the chat, everyone. What's that knight doing? What is that knight doing? The knight's doing something weird. I don't know what it's doing. I'm at 8 minutes. So... I don't know the point of that knight move. Smith up to 1,700 likes. Where was Mike on the likes? He was way up there. He must be over 2,000 now if he's still going. What do you got? I'm actually ahead in time, so I can chill. There is something that I'm looking at here, and I would love to get the bishop here, but he can't unless I get the queen here, which he can't because the rook is here. So if I take and then he takes, and then I push like that, maybe we've got something. I could also play here and then here. That could be something too. But maybe just moving the knight here. Now I don't actually have to pick up the knight if anyone's wondering. I can simply just move it on the board and it will play. Because what is my knight doing here? He's doing nothing. So let's get him to a better square. We can play the move and then the board will play it for us. So if we're feeling a bit lazy, what have we got? A coral. I don't know what any of these are worth, but thank you all so much for the nice little gifts. I look forward to going through the TikTok studio later, and a little fat cat as well. Fluffy. No, tofu. Two tofus. Oz Smith at 2,000 likes. Is Oz winning the likes now? I think everyone else might have tapped out. Let's have a look. We'll wait for the little ringing chimes again. Okay, so the knight gets out of there. Ooh, what is that thing? A bit of shell energy, thank you so much. All right, let's just... Oz at 2,300 likes. Mike at 2,300 likes. The race is on. Now, I want to move the knight up here, but that doesn't do anything because he can just go there. So, I think I'm gonna simplify a little bit. I do have the bishop pair, so question is the bishop pair going to be good in a closed up position like this? Now he's going to take with the queen, so I can figure out my next move straight away. All right, I'm going to start pushing in now. He takes with the pawn, I'm taking back with the bishop. And that way I've got a little discovered double attack idea on the two pieces over here. Oz at 2,500 likes. Mike at 2,800 likes. Now, one thing I didn't notice is when I take here, the knight can actually go over here. Not a huge deal. Not a huge deal, but I might be giving back my bishop there. So maybe a bit of a deal. Okay, so he didn't play that. He didn't play that. Probably should have played that. Now he's got two attackers. I am going to give up the bishop pair here. When he goes over there, now he can take back. And I got to be very careful about that queen as well. So might be in trouble here. Might be in trouble. Let's see if I'm in trouble. When the queen comes down, not if, but when the queen comes down, we block with the knight. Maybe I should have... Oh, okay. I was going to say maybe I should have blocked with the knight first, but I'm liking this a little bit better. I'm attacking here as well. So now... do I have a tactic here? Push, queen takes, take, and then push. Is an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a go. Push, and then yeah, if he takes, that would be a blunder, I believe. Take. 3,700 likes. That is a lot of tapping. Do it. And yeah, if he takes, I take. Have I made a mistake here? I don't know. He takes, I take, he goes back, this piece is hanging, I go here, defending, he goes up, and then I come back. I think that's okay. All right. Push, double check. What is that? A snail. Thank you. Push, double check, so I can't go here, but I can go here. And then what happens? He goes there. And then I go here. I think that works. Let's give it a go. Then if he comes back here, I think I just go up here. And he's running out of good checks. If he goes here, I can take. Yep. So I'll go up here. And then if he takes, I take check. He goes back. Freestyles. Jeez. All right. And now we don't want to get greedy here. If I push, check here. And then what? If I push, check, take, knight takes, bishop here. I might actually be better there. So if I push, take, back, oh, take the queen. Push, check, take. Let's try it. Let's try it. Why didn't he pin the bishop? I'm not sure. Jade, thank you for the follow. Oh my. So much going on. So much going on. We'll check that after the game though. You know that awkward moment where you realize that you're down material? You've been playing the game the whole time, and then you realize you're actually losing. Not good, not good. So we'll just go here. When did I lose a piece? Now, if only this pawn wasn't here. So if I go here first, he takes, I take. That actually traps CR. But the pawn, that's okay. Okay. So now he takes. Yep. But it defends the bishop. So I think it's pretty much GG here. The board is amazing, and yes, it is great, great technology. Now, if I bring the bishop back, he'll cover all these squares. I got to get that bishop to move though. So if I go here first, no, I want to cover all these squares first. Take, take. Now, as soon as he gets his pawn down to here, I've got a fork. Oops. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Oops, that's not fine. Do you think he's going to push here? He does. Check. Take. Now the knight needs to move. Yep. And I think he's got the wrong bishop. So if I just defend, and when he takes, I take, I should be able to draw this. So first I want to get my bishop here to defend the pawn, just double checking for forks. Barry with the likes. Why not just play over the board? Because I'm sort of focusing on two things at once. I can definitely play over the board. So we'll bring the bishop all the way away. If he takes the pawn with the knight, I'm very happy, because I think I can get a draw here. So I just got to be mindful of any tricks. And this is where endgame knowledge would be very helpful, but I don't have it. So what do you think, guys? Do you think this is a draw? Is it a lot tougher over the board? Yes and no. Yes and no. I do find it a little bit harder to focus over the board, which is specifically why I'm playing over the board. It's a lot easier looking at a 2D screen, but it also, you know, if you ever want to get into tournament play or competitive play, looking at a 2D screen is not the way to go. What was that? Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay. I think, being that the pawn is on the rook file, and my king is on the opposite square to the bishop, I think I'm all good. But this is one of those ones where, yeah, I figured he would play that eventually. This is one of those ones where I just don't know the end game. Yeah, he might have a slight advantage, but now I don't think he does. Like he's got a slight advantage, but if I can get rid of that knight, then I think I'm good. Because how does he get my king off h8? So if he goes knight to e5, I'm probably going to take it. Because let's say knight to e5, take, and then king here. And now he can come in and take the pawn, but then I take the bishop. Like, I don't expect him to, I don't expect him to take a draw. And I wouldn't take a draw in this position either. Like, I know sometimes we can be a little bit stubborn with draws, but Barry already up to 3,200 likes. Damn. I know it's always yeah, it's a case of like we could take the draw, but he's the only one with winning chances here, so I don't blame him for not taking the draw. I am going to offer one more time though, just see if he missed it. I'm not trying to be rude, but just in case he didn't see it the first time. Okay, so he plays there, so I'm just going to go here. And he goes here. Now, so he's going to want to come here and then here. I don't really think there's any way I can stop that. Unless I go here. And now if he goes here, then I'm just taking, and then I'm just popping the king in the corner and just relaxing. You can always go here as well. He goes here. I'm probably just going back here again. I think that was a follow. Thank you for the follow. Now he comes in with check. And what do I do here? I just got to be careful, but can he even do checkmate on this side? Like, I'm sure he can. But yeah, this is a case of I was losing this game. I didn't even know how I was losing it, but suddenly I'm down a piece. Bishop to a3. I wouldn't say it's crazy if they don't know how to do it. I know how to do it, but I can normally do it when the board is fully clear. If it's got pieces on there, then it's a little bit more challenging. Oh yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, not king, knight, bishop checkmates they're not easy. Gritty Bone, thank you for the rose. They're not easy. I'd like to get into a position now. If I can sacrifice the bishop, then it's just stalemate. I will say this is a position that I haven't really done before, so kind of fun. I'm hoping I don't stuff it up, but it'll be a good learning point. Okay, so he does take the pawn, and now I still think it's a draw. Like, I'm just waiting for these pieces to get out of the way. All right. Because now, how did let's just move these pieces out of the way. Yeah, get out of the way, you guys. I've only got one move. It's forced. I'm all good for time. If I need to, I can start moving on the board, on the 2D board instead. I get 10 seconds out at each move, so I'm all good. Bishop checks, I go the corner. Pawn pushes, I go the corner. King moves, I go the corner. Seems fine to me. Okay. And that's GG. Maybe not. Come on, man. Come on. It's been a draw for a long time. Or at least I believe it's been a draw. I feel like all I need to do is stay in the corner. Somebody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong, but like, has this not been a draw the entire time? I would hate to be running my mouth off here and like, where's he going? Where's he going? See, we've gone from 2 minutes to, yes, finally he does a draw. I could have been rude and said no draw. Let's just give him a GG. I gotta stand up. There we go. What do you reckon, guys? Is that a win for us, or did we give it up? And it's a lose position. What do we reckon? I think given the circumstances, it's a win. So we're going to go with the victory song. All right, a lot to go over in that game. We've got to figure out where we lost that piece, but also I am testing out those little victory songs. So if they're too loud, please let me know, because I don't want to be scaring people off with over-the-top loud music. If we can get something a little bit more nice and gentle. So let's quickly look through this game, because I believe I was winning when he traded the pawns, but then after that, I believe I was definitely losing at some stage because I lost a piece. But let's quickly have a look. Can I turn off the engine on this? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so it's saying that was a good move. I don't agree, but the engine's always right, so unfortunately I have to. And it's saying that I should have taken. Yeah. When I tried pushing this pawn, let's have a look. So that definitely seemed like So I did know about the queen coming down, but there were plans to block. Take, check. So we're still good here. Okay. Apparently giving up the knight. Oh, I see. Okay. So we give up the knight, but then we win back the other knight, and we're doing fine. Okay, so... And this move I didn't see. And apparently it's a good reason I didn't see it, because it wasn't a good move. But it felt like a good move. And yeah, this is my mistake here. So down 2.3. Not great. Oh. And I could have still gone with my plan here, but it's still losing. Wow. So, yeah, being able to come back from this game was huge. Take. Look at that. Plus 4.5. Bishop comes over. Stops the knight from getting out. Yep, that was a big fail on his part. So, I mean, he just needs to use his king now, I think. Because my king's not going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Yeah, I think he just needed to use his king. My bishop can't even get his pawn, so... Okay, so... It's still winning for him. So yeah, whoever said he needs to be able to do the knight bishop checkmate, yes he does. Kind of difficult with the bishop in the way. Okay, so it's saying I should have pushed the pawn. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. So when do we get to the draw part? So he's still winning here. So yeah, I did offer a draw around here, but it's not gonna do anything. So and the moment he lets me trade the knight for the pawn and the bishop, it's now drawn. Now the eval bar does show it slightly advantage, like 0.2, but there's nothing the king can do here. So instructional moment for anyone who's a little bit lower rated. This bishop can never attack this king on this square. So if you've got a rook pawn, this king will be able to dance around these squares. As long as he just stays over here, he's all good. If the king was over here and the pawn was over there as well, then the bishop would be able to kick the king off the square and eventually get the pawn forward. So I was pretty confident here that it was simply a draw, and I felt like it was still a draw when the bishop was still on the board. I wasn't right there, but yeah, we got the draw. So good result. I'd say it was an alright result. Alright. Now, some people did ask about this board. If you go to wiggy.com/chessnut, Chessnut is the name of this brand. And I've got all of these boards except for the air. and I have done reviews on them. So if you go over to this website, you can actually check out reviews that I've done on these boards. And of course, there's a nice little sneaky discount code in there if anyone wants to save some money on these boards. That's how much they cost. The Move with the wooden pieces, $703 with code Wiggy, and with the plastic pieces, $540. So yeah, if anyone wants to check that out, wiggy.com/chestnut. And while you're over there, why not go to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe? I do videos on electronic boards, but I also do chess tutorials and other fun content as well. Now, Diaz W, are you still in the chat? If so, we can do our game. And while I wait for Diaz, I'm just going to reset the board. Actually, you know what? Let's do a puzzle. Let's do a puzzle. What is this disgusting layout? Okay. What did I just do? What did I just do? Connect. So yeah, if anyone's wondering, yes, you can do puzzles on these boards as well. I don't really like using it for chess.com. I like to do it from more difficult books, but yeah. What is that noise? What do we got there? Little cheers going on. Barry up to 10,000 likes. Saying to everyone else, get out of my game. I think he's, he may have taken the lead with likes. I don't know, we're at 27,000 likes. He's just done 10. Mike might have lost it because he was busy typing, but that's okay. A treasure box with 20 TikTok tokens. Thank you very much. Now, let's have a look at this puzzle. What's going on? Bishop. This pawn wants to get there. All right, let's have a look at this puzzle. So this one is white to move. What is that? GG. GG indeed. Who sent that? Who sent that? Sika M. Thank you very much. All right, so this one is white to move, but I'm looking at it from black's point of view. But I do have the board, so I can just turn it around. Now, the way I did that does not come with the board. I've got a little device under there to give it a spin. If you watched my stream last week, you would have seen me struggling to try and turn it around. I do recommend anyone who has an electronic board for playing online, you've got to get one of these. Now, looking at the board straight away, I notice that the king has nowhere to go. Then I notice the queen is under attack. And what else do we notice? What else? We notice a check over here, but the rook can take. Sorry, can we see that correctly on the screen? I'll see if I can make that a little bit tighter. Barry with the tiny Dino. All right, we'll just do one puzzle because I don't know why it's come. So is that better? Let's see if that works a little bit better when it updates on my screen. Oh, look at that, look at that. That was a lot of effort to try and make that puzzle look good on the screen. I'm not a fan when websites do all that kind of stuff. Thank you for the 6 koala refills. All right, let's try and figure out this puzzle. Has anyone got it yet? I mean, it was hard for everyone to see, but... oh, yep, I found it. So this one's a fork. Get a little bit distracted with the goodness over here of the trapped king, having a look at options like that, but that's not going to work. Really, if we just move the queen up here, the queen comes across, we get a fork, he moves, we win a piece. But do we win a piece? If he goes this way, we get the bishop and then the rook comes up, but then we can go back and then we can get out here. So that's all good. So let's give that a go. And it's a brilliant move. And then we simply have check. King comes across. And then we can take the queen. And that's easy puzzle. What are we at? 20. I don't know what these points are. I don't know if that's my... I don't think that's my puzzle rating. I think it's just something to do with the layout. While this sets up, I'm just going to grab another drink. All right, we are back. Don't crack a can over your electronic chessboard. Fortunately, I've been okay, but you never know. All right, so this one's white to move. And straight away, we notice the 2 rooks forming a battery. Now, how do we exploit that? If we take, takes, check, he takes, and then queen comes across, bishop comes down, queen takes queen, and there's no way for him to get out of checkmate there. Even queen comes across, and then queen takes queen. I think I said queen takes queen a bit too early. So yeah. I don't know. I think that's it. Let's have a look one more time. So bishop takes, winning the pawn, take, sacrifice the rook, only move, queen comes across, threatening checkmate. He has to block. Let's see. I apologize. That is, I'm ashamed. We'll put it back. Oh, the bishop and the pawn are sort of having a go at each other. And hello to everyone over there on YouTube. It's very quiet. I do see a lot of you in there, but no one's talking. But that's all right. You're more than welcome to hang out. TikTok, on the other hand, is going off. Barry, 12,000 likes. Insane. Well done. All right. So the bishop move was not it. Could it be... Could it be rook takes? Takes. Queen takes. I'm not seeing it. Is anyone seeing it? It's a challenging one. Hello, Jared. Can I get a W in the chat? He has. He has. He's Barry is unstoppable. Seeker M, number 2 viewer. I would have thought Mike would have been up there as one of the top viewers. Maybe he's been moved down to 3rd place. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how it all works, but it's a lot of fun. All right, does anyone see the move? Because I do not see the move. Barry with the W's. Jared with the double UUs. Oh God. No. Jared, number 1 on YouTube. Barry, number 1 on TikTok. And let's see who's number 1 on Twitch. Twitch, anyone? Josh, number 1 on Twitch. Even though he's not here. Twitch may be a platform that I cut from the schedule because I feel like no one watches on Twitch anymore. It's all about that TikTok and YouTube. All right, I don't know this puzzle. I thought it was bishop takes. It looks good. Looks really good. I mean, I'm surprised that's not it. Is it rook takes? It's rook takes. Oh, okay, I see. And then only then does the queen come over. No, the queen doesn't come over. I am not having a good time with this puzzle. So, this is a hard puzzle. Surely it must just be comes up there and then. That was a very difficult puzzle. Not too happy with that one. What do you say we get one more game in? One more game to call it a day. Gonna go online. Oh, first we're gonna set the board up. Always important with a game like this is to set the board up. So we'll play the bots. Oh, that's why I can't see because I had to change the screen. Okay. So let's just connect the board again. Now, if anyone's wondering why I'm connecting the board each time, it's simply because I'm using an application instead of the app that comes with. So we'll just set the board. $14,000 likes. All right, let's get one more game. Now, before I do play a game, if anyone wants to challenge, we can play, or I can just play somebody random. Bullet Chess Girl, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. All right, so yeah, if anyone wants to do a 15 plus 10 game, go ahead. Oh, thank you for the heart. Go ahead and add me on chess.com. Otherwise, I'm just going to play against a random. What's this message here? I can't read this. Number 2 fan in the club. Welcome. All right, we're gonna play against somebody random, and I'm hoping we get somebody easy, because all of my games at this level, what is my rating? My chess.com rating is about 1800. Rapid. And my FIDE rating is about 1700. Oops. Let's just move these back. Give it a little spin. All right. Let's make sure the board's positioned nice and well. And let's play some chess. All right, so let's see if they go for a Italian, Roy Lopez, or Scotch. Italian. So, expecting this move at some point. Do I play Blitz? Not very well. I would say Blitz, I'm probably on a good day, I could be about 1600, but I'm sort of hanging around 1400 and I don't have the patience to get there. I feel like that's an odd move. Or is it? So yeah, around 1400, unfortunately, but if I could just manage not to go on tilt, I think I could do all right at Blitz. What about you? Obviously, bullet chess is your game. And yeah, it's a cool board. Not suitable for bullet chess. I have tried to play a few bullet games. It's a bit difficult. $1900 FIDE, very nice, very nice. I've never played a FIDE Blitz game. I'm just not that good at moving quick. If you're 1900 FIDE for Blitz, that might put you around 2000 FIDE for classical. Does that sound about right? Have you played classical as well? Oh no, sorry. I think 1800 for classical. I think Blitz has a it's a little bit higher. Oh, very nice, very nice. And where are you from? Yeah, 2050. That's the goal. That's where I'd like to be too. Barry crossing 15,000 likes. Damn. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, classical is it's an interesting game because who wants to spend 4 hours on one game, only get a blunder right at the end? But I do enjoy playing a classical tournament. Now, normally I'm worried about the piece coming in, but I can take because I've managed to put my queen in a good spot. Does that person want to do that? I'm not sure, but I plan on going here next. I mean, yeah, having fun at 2400. You'd get to play a lot of titled players too, I would assume. Yeah, nice. I've only got one win against a FIDE master, and that was in a casual friendly game. He was playing an opening that I wanted to practice, and yeah, it was interesting. I would like to play some more of the talented players out there, but sorry, I'm thinking about some moves here. Barry waking me up with the roses. There's a few things to think about in this game. I'm from Australia. How about you? Zorro, thank you for the follow. And Barry, thank you for whatever those are. So, I am thinking in this game, queen here, threatening checkmate. He's got to do something about it. If he goes here, I can actually take here. Then he goes here, I can actually take here. But queen here also runs into that move of knight. And then I'm not seeing anything good here. Oh, sorry, I must have missed it. It must have popped up. You can blame Barry for that one because he's doing too many likes. It keeps scrolling the chat up. Well, if you ever want to play some casual bullet games, I'm more than happy to, especially against the 2400. Feel free to add me on chess.com. What if I go here? They go there. And then I go here. They go there. If I go here. What if I bring the other knight around? I think that might be the go. Just bring my other pieces over for an attack. Yeah, I just didn't like queen g6 after after the knight goes there. Now I don't mind it. Let's have a look. Now even... I feel like that's coming next. Will do. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, does that actually trap? Yeah. And now if I go back, the queen is trapped. That was a blunder. Is the queen trapped? Could be. Could be. Okay, well the queen's not trapped now because we can actually trade it off, so I kind of have no choice. It's a free pawn, isn't it? Going for a nice sneaky maneuver up the board. It's got to be something here, right? Now he's got to defend that pawn. So all right, see you, mate. Have a good one. All right, so plan here, move the rook up. Knight comes back, goes around, goes over here, attacks that pawn. They defend the pawn, it comes up here, attacks this pawn. They defend, and then, I don't know. It might even be a case of just trying to get these ones rolling over here first. Push, take, take. Push, take, take. Don't know. Some different options. I think this is interesting here. Had he have gone there? He could have trapped my rook, but I don't think that would have been a huge problem. Here, he is going to take the pawn. So he's going to win the pawn back. But that's kind of like, it is what it is. Because he doesn't win the pawn back because he takes, I take, he takes, and then I get that back there. And I'm happy with that. That's a good position for me. Oh, it has check. Oh, damn. I'm not happy with that. I didn't realize the check. All right. So the question is, am I in trouble now, or am I still good? I think now it's a bit of trouble. Couple of ideas. So I'm going to give up this this little pin. Try and get the rook over here. I think that seems a bit more logical. Now, he could try and go there. And if I go over here, he comes down. So I've got to be careful of that too. I'm going to let him take it if I can get something good out of it. If I can't get anything good out of it, then I'm not going to play around with that. So if he goes here, and I come, probably take, and then up here. And then if he comes down, the rook can come back. So maybe moving that rook back was a mistake. But only if he does this. If he doesn't do that, okay, that actually helps me a little bit. Because now I do have space to come back down here. Actually, I probably didn't even need to defend that. I probably could have just gone with my plan. I'm tired. Yes, I would play a 279 ELO. Why not? If you want to send me a request, WHIGGI on chess.com, and we can play after this game. So I need to find a better spot for my knight. Let's try this. I mean, that worked out really well. I'm not sure if I'm winning or losing here. I am down in material, two pawns down actually. But that felt good. Now the problem is, I'm actually, yeah, I got to be losing here. Takes, check, move somewhere, defend, check, take, fork. It's not easy. He's got a lot to think about here because maybe not. Jerome, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. So I got my check, and then next move I'll go here. If he takes, I don't know, depending where he goes. Huh. It's interesting. Defend the rook. He moves. Check. Oh, damn. Damn, that's not good. It's not the worst either. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but I'm still losing, and against an 1800, I don't think I'll be able to come back at this rook end game down a pawn. Oh, that's a good move. See, if I go here, he gets a better fork. Can't go here, can't go here. Could go here. We got to go back. I'm just wondering, had I've gone there, would that have been better? Well, probably not, because even if he pushes, he's going to want to get that, so maybe not. I think he's still winning. He's just got to get these pawns rolling, and then off they go. It's an interesting endgame. Or it was. I don't think there's anything that can be done here. No, I think that's it. We'll try some stuff. You think he will lose or I will lose? Because they are, yeah, I think this is pretty much over. I don't think I had. Maybe the 2 pawns that I pushed over here, maybe that was the wrong idea. But honestly, I think, yeah, I think this one was just a lost game. Now, if he comes down, he can block me there as well. So this game's pretty much over, but I'm still going to try and see if I can get some sort of miracle at the end here, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Ideally, if I can get my, yeah, so he's going to come across here. He might go here. So he's going to go here, then I can come back. And if he pushes, I can take, and then he pushes. Discovered check. Then he just goes down. Yeah, I was really hoping to find some sort of resource, but yeah. So all right, I got to play a bit quicker now because I only have under 30 seconds. So I don't want to go there because then he's got that move there. Okay, I'll just go back. I'm looking for the check. If pawn pushes, I get behind. If he goes over here, then I've got to get in front. But then this pawn pushes. Yeah. Actually, I should have gone here. Could have gone there and then he would have had to do something else, yeah. So it's pretty much all over here. It's not really anything I can do. He can actually just take now. Take, move. Then he can just push those down there. He should get there in time. Or, yeah, no, that should be fine. So this one's pretty much over. I mean, it's been over for a while, but... yeah, there's not much I can do there. All right, that was a bit of a disappointing one. Yeah, what can I say?
Don't worry about that game. It's on the next one. Yeah, he's on the next one. Clock still ticking, yeah, his lesson just begun. Pieces hit the board and his whole heart sank. Sat there staring like, how did miss that? No prep, rush moves, played it all wrong. Thought he saw the tactics, stared at it too long. Silence in the room while he's shaking his head. Beacon maybe chess just lives in his head. Every loss heavy when he's chasing the climb. Every wrong move had to win back in his mind. Tells himself study, tells himself focus. But the score, she's staring back like he's hopeless. Looks at the board, barely says a breath. Man, he really threw that game to death. Loser, loser. Yeah, they say he a loser. Blunder like a club room loser. Trap his queen like nice maneuver. He's looking like a boy like, who even taught him? Trains every night and still forgot the structure. Wanted to play solid, ended up chaotic. Chess got dreams, but the moves look comic. Yeah, he felt his time, yeah, he played it dumb. Whole chat watching like, what's he done? What's he done? But he's writing those mistakes down one by one. Next time he the one saying checkmate, son. So laugh right now, yeah, he earned that bruise. Long way back, yeah, he refused but lose.
Okay, so we'll quickly have a look at that game and we'll see if there were any points. Like I gave up the pawn over here. That was a mistake. I missed the fork. So opening was all good. And yeah, I'm winning here. Everything's still looking good here. Giving him the opportunity to double the pawns was not good. No, still fine here too. Even giving up the pawn wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but... Okay, bad pawn push. And yeah, this was, that was harsh. So maybe if I go back, maybe here anyway. No, that was actually the good move. Okay. What was that alert? Ah, thank you for the follow. All right, so yeah, it's a losing game now. And then I think he just, yeah, there wasn't really much I could do here. He played the end game really well, and then yeah, let's see when it gets to, yeah. So it's pretty much over from here. I'm not gonna go through the rest of it, but graph. Yeah, just one of those gradual improvements on their side. And then, yeah, let's have a look at the game rating. 1975 to 2091. So yeah, it's It was all right. Now, if the person who was 279 wants to have a game, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night. All right. I think I might call it a night then. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Now, I do stream on Saturday and Sundays. I've got I'll actually put a schedule on my website. I do have a schedule over on my YouTube channel. If you want to follow my YouTube channel, it's at Wiggy. And the board I was using today was the Chessnut Move. And you can check it out at this website here, wiggy.com/chestnut. If you're interested in having a look at that or any of the other Chessnut boards they have on there, I do have an affiliate code. It does help me out. But yeah, if you have any of those, if you want to check out any of those boards, and let's say you do want to check out one, I have left the reviews of each one on the videos. So you can also check out the reviews themselves and see if any of these boards are interesting for you. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off now. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.